Round 2 of the 2017 Formula B season will take place at Bahrain International Circuit after a thrilling Chinese Grand Prix. Last week saw Newcomb's Rena Hirose take victory at the debutant Vincenzo Focussato, coming home in second position, with Rika Nomura finishing third for a Newcomb double podium. The qualifying session for this week saw Leo and Meriwether for Mastersport Australia, scoring the pole position for the 15th time in his career. Because of an upcoming sandstorm in the area, the officials decided to begin the race in a rolling start rather than the traditional standing start. That said, on to the race. And as the drivers come down the front straightaway, Leo and Meriwether will take the lead as the sandstorm has gone. It's gone sooner than we expected, as some drivers are already going off the track, as both of the Viams and both of the Newcombs and Meriwether. On onboard camera from Giancarlo Corelli, see Meriwether just hit by a rear end. Luckily, those wishbones were able to protect the wheels, and Vincenzo Focussato takes the lead as he goes around. Off in the drivers barely see a thing what's going on. Jake Pericles later on lap. That same lap going into he's off too. Off goes, I think that's one of the Duca Arbises, is still in the same lap as Zavala in a row 1-2 for Hanmore. Coming into the final corner as Zavala's off. Rena Hirose in that same lap. It goes into the pit lane and he's in the pit wall. Nomura, I think that was. And on the Travers, I can barely make out what's going on. Adrian Leroux, I think that's one of the torpedoes, as Walter Stanton, I know for sure, is in there. They're trying to correct themselves and trying to get back onto the track. Oh, look out, I think that's one of the Premers. I think that's Focussato, I want to say. He goes off at the same corner again, and that's Sean Angel, I want to say that is. The other Durka Urbis. Focussato is on his way back onto the track, and he can barely see what's going on, and into the wall goes Focussato, and Giancarlo Corelli also goes off. And stuck in the gravel. How is anybody able to make it to as much as this, as Kenny Mayan goes off? And that's one of the Mastersports. I think that's Harrow's. I think that's Pericles again going off under the corner, as I think that's Meriwether off. Luckily they just missed the wall as Sergei Popov just parks it in the middle of the pit lane as Kevin DeVrises goes off, and I think that comes Lipa DeVrises out as Ulan Duracell. That's for I know for sure that's him, and he's just parking it on. I don't blame him. Shinsuke Tanahashi just goes off and hang on, I just got word from the officials. I think that's rubbish. It's Mullins, I want to say that is red flag. The officials have called the red flag. The race has been stopped until the sandstorm is ended. Formula B officials have decided to continue on with the race until the sandstorm has ended. The running order has made up to lap 4. Zachary Fitzwater and Jay Mullins, both of the Fitzwater cars actually took advantage of this, as so did Kenny Myatt. Walter Stanton up there in the Deadman car. Sergei Popov got that car back out there. Jay Pericles running out the last row is Bulan Nurasil. As we head to nighttime here in Bahrain, as Giancarlo Corelli leads them to the green flag, and they're off. We're back again. Zachary Fitzwater already trying to make a move, and Corelli tries. Here comes Anna Vavish in the KWGP. Couldn't quite make it, as Corelli takes the lead from Zachary Fitzwater. Can't really say I'm surprised there, as Anna Vavish coming later on that lap is already making moves for second. He's already been shown to be one of the fastest cars out onto the grid next to Corelli. And as like comes down the line, already hunting down Corelli, and as they enter the first turn, and oh, and she loses it. He goes off, and there goes Fitzwater and Mullen. He tries to make recover from his couple laps later as we're on the rear camera of Jay Mullins. And Babish had makes it no time trying to catch up to Fitzwater. Pounding down. Then later on, Anna Babish already making her move on Mullins. Already up to P3. Here is Rico Nomura, the lone representative of Newcomb after Hirose was taken down during the huge sandstorm. And they're already kicking up sand as on a fend off Leo and Merriweather. Well, as lap 17 as Anna Babish already making her move on Fitzwater for P2. And she about clears him right about here. Yeah, she does. Here's Kenny Mayan making his move on Jay Mullins' own. I think the two make contact. Mayan lost a piece of the front wing. You know, he's trying to make his move. Into the long straightaway. Walter's standing already making his doing well in P8. That's kind of the point run. That's kind of the run that he needs. That this team needs to Denman on. So haven't had the best in here. He's out on board with Giancarlo Corelli. Already storming his way down the long straightaway before entering the front stretch. Which is Jay Mullins. Kenny Mayan, here comes Mayan underneath Jay Mullins. And he clears him. Giving some surprises. Lap 18 as Sean Angel just loses it out exiting turn 1 is stuck in the sand as here's Sergey Popov. Already running at P10 at the moment. Actually one of the beneficiaries of the sandstorm from earlier. As Zachary Fitzwater comes into the pits. Green flag pit stops on lap 21. And Corelli is there a pothole over there that we didn't know about that happened during the sandstorm. Both drivers are later on. I think that's Scott Roush in there. Sergey Popov in there. And Zavala making contact. And Merriweather. Wait, that's not Zavala. That's Lareau. And Sean Angel gets clipped into the pits. In the bottle. There's Anna Babish making her move into the pits. Luckily, she avoided the the pothole. And as the round goes out, Mayan around it. Mullins is around. On they go. Here comes Adrian Lareau, and there goes Lou. Around he gets. Probably gonna take Lareau out of the race. Something internal must have kicked in as after green flag pit stops, Giancarlo Corelli maintains his lead. So I don't think he'd be able to last for very long. As here is Scott Roush making his move on. He's already making his way into the points in P9. Anna Babish just set the fastest lap, minute 50.8. On board with moving on to lap 30 as she's already behind Giancarlo Corelli in sight. Coming out of the backstretch and into already going underneath Corelli. Wait, I'm guessing something happened when that bottle is lap 32, coming to 2 laps to go as Anna Babish already. That's already caught up in here she goes. She makes her move underneath Corelli in turn 1. Oh, she slides up a little bit and she's got him. Already. Anna Babish up in the P1. Her second career start as we have a side cam slide up from Rika Nomura as Kenny Maya falls behind. Behind is coming out of the final corner. The final lap of the races. Anna Babish, driving for KWGP, will win in just her second Formula B start. Congratulations to everyone over at KWGP out. Fantastic showing. Giancarlo Corelli will have to settle for second. How about Zachary Fitzwater Jr. already rounding out the podium? Tom Zlipa earns a respectable 4th place position. Rika Nomura making a move for 5th. Alec McTrevors and Kenny Maya make it a double points day for Macquarie Grand Prix. Walter Stanton scores points for Denman. So does Scout Roush for Torpedo, and Carlos Zavala puts a point to his name for both Handmore and himself. Coming out of Bahrain. And into the point standings as Anna Babish takes the lead away from Rena Hirose, benefiting from Hirose's incident. Rika Nomura ties Hirose for second as Tom Zlipa and Giancarlo Corelli both tie for 4th after Corelli's fantastic showing here. Vincenzo Focusato is 6th and Zachary Fitzwater with his impressive podium run. Coming on with 7th, Alec McTrevors and Adrian Leroux in tie for 8th. Kenny Mayan and Jackson Harrows in tie for 10th. Coming out of Bahrain. As for the constructors, Newcomb holds a 10-point lead over FIAM junior team. KWGP already advancing towards Dorca Zebes. Fitzwater team has already moved up to 5th with their impressive run. Macquarie in 6th. Hanmore moves up a point ahead of Master Sport. The Deadman and Torpedo Group have made their bid into the championship. See you next time for Spain at Barcelona.